Hey, I'm live.
Hello.
Sorry for the delay. Mr. P's had a mare of a time with the old vlogs, so just thought I'd let you know why I didn't get a. Hiya, King George. How are you? I didn't get an advert wrote on it. So so yes, you'll have to bear with me because I just need to. Yeah, it's been a mare of a vlog to.
Big boy Johnny 25.
Hello.
Steve-O.
So yes, that's the reason why I'm a bit. Well, I'm not late. I'm only a little bit late, but I filmed four, so we did all the green screen yesterday. So I says, right, you know, we'll crack on and we'll get stuff done. So obviously,
Johnny 5 is live.
hiya Johnny, I've just subscribed to Big Boy. So just to let you know that I've subscribed to you. Hiya Steve. Hiya Johnny. So I'm coming back with my freestyle rap. Oh. So Big Boy Johnny 25 has got a new subscriber. So yeah, it's been basically I thought at one point it were going to throw the laptop out on the backyard. So
Come close to me mind.
yeah, it come very close to it. I'll tell you that much.
I'm gonna pull it air out of the head, what I ain't got.
Yeah, what that bit of hair that you've got.
Yeah.
So yes, so it's all sort of rendered and everything. I've just got to do, the putting it on Facebook and publishing it and everything after the live stream. So it will be uploaded a bit later on. We had all on waiting for it to, be exported and whatever. And it's same as Chris says. I'd leave that the next bit to till after your live stream. Otherwise, it's either one or other. How's your eye? Is it any better?
It's still here.
Yeah.
It's not fell out yet.
Yeah, it's not hurting him as such. It's just irritating and annoying, if you know what I mean.
Share delight.
Oh, thank you very much, King George. So yeah, it started last night, and he says to me, "Just have a look at my eye," and it looked like he'd got a sty coming on his eye because it was just like a little bit red, and you could see like a little bit of a lump. Well, it were up early this morning. He's been out with the camera and whatever. And basically, when he came back, I says to him, "Blimey, look at your eye." I says, "It looks like somebody's just thumped your in eye." So basically, that were it. It's not sort of hurting him as such, but it started off last night, and then obviously this morning it sort of puffed up a bit more, and it looked like somebody's hit him in face. So yeah. So we don't know whether it's whether it's an infection, whether he's allergic to something, whether it is a sty or not. We don't know, and that's sort of basically why I posted that picture. Does anybody, because it's only in the one eye? Because you see, people have said, well, it might be conjunctivitis, but from my reckoning, if it were conjunctivitis, it'd have it in both eyes. So that's sort of just my assumption. Hi, Amjad, how are you?
Oi, 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 oi.
Oh, shut up, that goes through me. So But I want to get onto a discussion in a little while. It's all right, but Chris sort of knows what I'm alluding to. It's a letter that I've had this morning. You know what letter I'm talking about? Oh, yes. So Amjad, yes, the pictures that you sent me, they are very nice. Those cupcakes that you did, we have had the privilege of seeing them. So I'm glad you said that one, Stephen, not me. It says might have a bad eye, but his mouth's still working. So yes, I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself, but I'm glad you said it and not me. You're quiet as a mouse. Yeah. Well, I don't know a mouse that makes as much noise as what you do. You know, last time I looked, I mean, mice were quiet. You know, same can't be said for you.
Not if they get caught in a mouse trap, they're not.
He says only joking. I'm not. But yeah, same as I says, you know, it ain't stopped his mouth from working. But well, anyway, so there you go. They're setting the cats on you. Well, that's it, Amjad. You know, you're already set. You know, I forgot what we're doing now. I'm trying to. Yeah. Hey, we've got Kate in.
That Katie later.
Yes.
Katie later.
So I'll just quickly do this, and then I'll tell you why I'm so peed off. And it's about a letter I've got this morning. And it's sort of, I'm sat here scratching my head thinking, what the actual, you know. So anyway, it's all right. I'm trying to. Oh, that's why. It's buffering. I'm thinking, no, why not it let me share it? It's because it's still buffering. Why is it doing that?
What? Internet's crap.
Yeah, it's oh yeah, it's eventually done it.
Don't keep pricking the eye.
Oh, no. Yeah. We've got Gordo in. Hello, Gordo. Right, stop poking him in the eye. So, I haven't finished sharing it out yet, but I'll.
Oh, 25's not a letter at all.
Yeah. Yes. 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 And this is what I'm talking about. It's from the Universal Credits Capability for Work questionnaire. And it's basically saying I might have to go for an assessment to see whether I'm capable for work. So, same as I said, I'm on the highest pips. I haven't had to have an assessment for my ESA. So, what are they doing? Sending me that?
Wakey and praying.
Hi, Wakey. How are you? And hiya, Ray. So yes. So my exact words were exactly what Johnny said. You know, I'm classed as disabled. I'm on the highest pips. You know, but you see, this is what I said to Chris. Full of cold. This is what I said to Chris. He's finished work to become my carer. You know, the word is my carer. Now Dad sent him a capability for work letter, and this is what got my goat. So basically, I've got to fill this questionnaire in, send it off. They've got to receive it before 16th of January, and it says, all depending on sort of what they get from my doctors and blah blah blah, I might have to go for a face-to-face assessment. So it were what the moment, if you know what I mean. But you know, if I could work, I would be working, wouldn't I? You know, top and bottom of it is, if I was able to work, I'd be out there working, wouldn't I? So you know, it didn't start off the best of days. I'll have you know when I got that in post. So but anyway, same as I say, I'm not letting it bother me. And that thing is, there's a question, because I've read through it, and it says the least one is 50 meters. So it says the length of buses. So I said to Chris jokingly, I says, I can't even walk one double-decker bus, let alone 5. All right. Okie dokie. Yeah, and that's exactly, you know, same as I said to Chris. Like for the last 2 times, my ESA, I haven't had to go for you know, one of these attendance things. So for the last 2 times, I intend to go for one. And it's obvious to me that right hand and left hand aren't communicating, because when we officially first went on universal credits, I was supposedly had got to go for a meeting, you know, my capabilities for work and everything. And then I got an email saying, well, we've heard from ESA department and blah 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 and this, that and other. You don't have to come for it. But you know, it's you know, if I were capable of work, don't you think I'd be working? And that's exactly what I said. And I said to Chris, says, I'm not going to phone them today because I'll lose it big time. You know what I mean? I'm just going to let myself calm down a little bit, you know, and talk to them rationally. So I should have gone for a blood test tomorrow, but I had a phone call. The lady that does doing the blood test, she's off ill, so they've cancelled it. And then I had another phone call. Can you remember when Callum were having these panic attacks and everything? We took him to the doctors, and they were going to get in touch with this somebody called multi-agency, whatever, I forget what it stands for now, but anyway, they've been in touch as well this afternoon. So they're coming sort of like I think it's about 13th of January. Yeah. And same as I said to Chris, I says it's stupid, really. I'm not claiming employment support allowance and the highest rate on both mobility and care on the PIPs for no good reason. You know, it's because I need him to care for me, and I am disabled. I think that, you know, it's the other end of your exhaust fell off yesterday. Uh-oh. Hi, Rido, how are you? Nice to see you in here. It's all right, we're having a little bit of a rant. Yeah. So yeah. So I wasn't best pleased when I got that letter this morning. So yeah, that's sort of but I says to Chris, I says, it's no good me giving him a ring today, because I'm not in a very good frame of mind, you know. I'd have gone off on him, if you know what I mean. So you know, I says I'll let myself simmer, calm down a bit, and then I'll give him a ring tomorrow. Well, it not be tomorrow, it'll probably be Friday now, because we're going up to a certain DJ Ian's tomorrow to pick the telly up that is letting us have, and we're stopping off at somebody else's house while we're there. So yeah, it's sort of a full busy day tomorrow. So oops. So yeah. Oh, it's all over Twitter, Pixie's channel. Just check their fake up Plymouth versus the gas highlights. Oh, I don't know.
Nearly as good as Dean Henderson. Not quite, but nearly as good.
But yeah, you know, same as to say, I thought it was something official when I seen envelope and hey, oh, somebody's decided to come and sit on my knee. So if you see a black cat, yeah. But yeah, I'm going to ring them first, Johnny, and I'll just say, well, you know, blah blah blah. I'm on ice pips. You know, don't your lot sort of, yeah, don't you communicate it. So yes, we've got Benny on me at the moment. He's been doing it a lot just lately. You know, like sitting on me, and so you're on YouTube, Benny. So yes, you're a star. So yeah, so I thought, well, if I phone up today, I'll be effing and jeffing it down, phone to him. I thought, I'll let myself cool down a bit, and then I will, you know, I'll calm myself down a bit, and then I'll give him a ring tomorrow, and I should just say, well, you know, last 2 times, yeah, but I mean, the thing is, Wakey, they can't say anything, because all I'm doing on my live streams is just sitting here talking to people. It's not as if you know, I'm sort of doing cartwheels and things on live stream. I'm just sitting here talking to people, so they can't you know what I mean. But you know, same as I said, yeah, but I mean, I sit down to cook, you know, I'm using my hands. I've still got use of my hands, even though, you know, they're full of arthritis, but I haven't lost the use of my hands. You know, they can't really say anything. Yeah, right. But somebody says about Chris's eye, or something about I bet I know what you've done. You've farted in his eye. And I went, yeah. I said, it'd be nice to get me arse up that far. They were my exact words. You know, it'd be nice to be able to get me arse up that high in first place. So, you know, I mean, the problem is nowadays I can't even raise a smile, let alone raise my legs or That just missed me mouth. So yeah. I mean, if they say out, I should just say, well, what do you see me doing on my live streams? I'm sat on the sofa talking to people. You know, it's not as if I'm, going out and about and I'm, running around and doing this, that, and other. And if they say about me baking, I'll say, do you want me to go stir crazy altogether? Because that same as I said, it's my form of therapy. And I sit down to do my baking. So, yeah, you cheeky fecker. Don't wind me up. I'm in a bad mood. So yes, I did miss my mouth. So yes, it hadn't put me in the best of moods. But it sort of does the soul good to get it off your chest and my uncle has had no end of problems with them and he's got a broken back. It's always limbo for him just when you think it's sorted, they screw. We see this is the thing. Some as I say, I'm on I'm on ESA, and for the last 2 times I haven't had to go for an assessment because they obviously write to me doctor. So I haven't had to go for an assessment for that. I'm on highest rate of mobility and I'm on highest rate for care as well. So yeah, exactly. But you see that's the thing. I mean, they can't have that over on me, Wakey, because basically when I done my baking, I don't leave arse. So I mean, the rest of my body don't work, but my hands still work and my brain still works. Okay then, Amjad. Thank you for coming in.
See you later, Amjad.
Good night, Amjad, and thank you for coming in again. So basically, I mean, I can't even exercise. For the fact that both my knees is absolutely shot to hell, you know what I mean? So it's, but hey ho, not to worry. So it's at Leeds and all. It says Leeds Centre for Health and Disability Assessment. So
well, if you've got to go, when you say you go upstairs.
Well, it says on that questionnaire that you've got to let them know, like at least 2 days before, if you need a downstairs.
Well, no, they'll say they will go upstairs, like they did it for the last one you went home.
But you see, yeah, you see, the thing is, in this questionnaire, it says how far can you walk, and then lowest it goes to is 50 meters, and then in brackets it says this is about the length of 5 double-decker buses. And I says to Chris, I can't even walk the length of 1 double-decker bus, let alone 5. I mean, if you don't laugh about it, you're going to cry, aren't you, really? So, yeah, I said, when I should tell them that, if I have to go for a face-to-face assessment, can't even walk the length of 1 double-decker bus, let alone 5. So, Gordo's gone to watch The Apprentice.
See you, Sado.
Sorry,
mate, I had to put that one in.
Yeah. You see, only way I can get on a bus is if it's one of them that's got them things that go up and down where they lower it for you. Gordo, thanks for the reminder. Good job it's on record. But yeah, I mean, the only way I can actually get on a bus is it because I forgot what it's called now, but they have to lower it down so you can like actually get on it. So you're fired. Oh dear, that's one thing I've never watched. You know, The Apprentice. It's not something that floats my boat. You know what I
Load
mean?
of crap.
Yeah.
That's as exciting as watching Bristol Rovers play.
Or watching paint dry. Yeah, I'm sure they come up with some ideas, but that Lord Sugar gets on my wires. You know, I'm being honest here. That Lord Sugar gets on well, I wouldn't say wires, he gets on his. But hey.
Oh, well, we don't go up any stairs.
But you see, they've done this to they've done this to me before, Rido. When I said the circumstances had changed and I wanted to be reassessed because I wanted the higher rate of PIP. We had to go to a local place where they do these assessments and whatever. And she came into the waiting room and she says, are you all right to get in the lift? And, you know, we're on the second floor. And I went, no. So she says, excuse me. And I went, well, look at it from my point of view, though. If I was to go in the lift and go up to the second floor, I says, what happens? I says, in the event of a fire. I says, first thing they do, I says, is turn the lifts off. I says, and I can't get downstairs. And I think that was the first test.
Yes.
Tell them to go screw themselves. The assessment centre for you is in Sheffield Town Centre. They do that on purpose to see if you can travel. Well, I mean, this is only the address that it's got to be sent back to, the questionnaire. You know, it's to be decided if I've got to go for an assessment. So, you know, it's a case of you fill this questionnaire in, then they decide whether or not you've got to go for this assessment. But we've gone through all this when we first went on this universal credit, so you know it's like raking over old coals again. They told me I'd got to go for this like assessment thing at job centre to see what sort of work I could do, and I said I can't do any work. So they says, well, in order for you still to get your universal credit, you've got to come to this meeting. But then now that next day or day after that, I got a phone call saying, you don't have to come for it. We've heard from ESA people, you know, forget about it, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, they tried pulling that one on us when we went for the assessment for the PIPs. You know, can you get in lift and go up to the second floor? I says, yeah, I can do. I says, but I'm not gonna. So she went, oh, excuse me. I says, it's all right getting up there. I says, but what happens in case of, in the event of a fire? I says, first thing to do is turn the lift off. I says, and I ain't walking down no stairs. So she says, oh, hang on a minute. She says, I'll just go and see if we can get a downstairs room, see if there's any rooms free. If you are after the fire brigade get there and direct you. But you see, this is it. This is the first, you know, somebody had told me beforehand, you know, if they say, can you get in lift and go up in lift? Say, yeah, I could do, but I'm not gonna, because if in the event of a fire, I can't get down them stairs. So basically, I stuck to my guns and I says, I insist on having a downstairs room. But the thing is, she picked the room that were furthest away, right? To see how far I could walk.
And then when she was leaving, she came back. We were still walking up the corridor.
Yeah. So basically, when she came and fetched me, and honestly, you can ask Chris, it was the furthest room she could find away from the waiting room. So that was number 2. I can have my lemon drizzle now. Yeah. So anyway, so I gets up, and even before I'd got to pass reception desk, I'm stood there and I'm sort of got my hand on my hip and I'm out of breath and I was getting all panicky and everything. And it like took me, it must have been, how long would you say, 10, 15 minutes to get to room.
Yeah.
And then I just sat there and I broke down. I just sat there and I broke down. You know, because I do get panic attacks, I do get anxiety, etc., etc. So by the time she'd made me walk all the way to that room, and it took me about 20 minutes, I just sat there and I just sat and I broke my heart. So, you know, the same as Chris says, they ask you these questions, blah, blah, blah. What can you do? What can't you do? You know, last time you went to the toilet, etc., you know, ins and outs of Meg's backside, if you want to be blunt. And anyway, when the assessment was over, she says, right, that concludes the assessment, blah, blah, blah. She says, I'm just going to do such and such. And same as Chris says, I think she thought we were going to sprint down passage, but she'd sort of done what she got to do and come back, and I was still only like at end at first corridor.
So she forgot a card or a bag or something.
Yeah, that was it. She came back with an excuse like, oh, I think I've left my cardigan, or it either that or a handbag. Yeah. But she'd just come back to see how fast I'd got down that corridor. You had a number 2 in the waiting room. But yeah, you've got to be as well, not as crafty as, but you've got to think like how they thinking. And I'd been told before, you know, they're going to try everything in book to try and catch it out, but they didn't catch me out. So
Can't catch you out.
Well, that's it. The same as Chris says, they can't catch me out. But this is the thing. The last time I did go for an assessment for my ESA, the woman, I were only in like literally 5 minutes. And this is no word of a lie. Crafty is the right frame of mind. Well, you see, this were like, not last time, or time before that, because I didn't have to go for one. The time before that, I went to the job centre at Arts Summit Square or something. I forget where it is now. And within 5 minutes, I was back out in the waiting room, and she says, I'm sorry to have to put what did she say? I'm sorry, Mrs. Pickering, to put you through all this, but I can see that you're one of the genuine ones. And she says, I'll not keep you any longer. I don't want to distress you any longer. That's it. The interview's over. I can see you're one of the genuines. So she actually were honest with me. You know, she knew it were distressing me. She knew it were agitating me. And that's why she said, I'm not going to keep you any longer. I can see it's distressing you. I can see you one of the genuine ones. But I swear down, there is people that swing lead, but I'm not one of them. I mean, if anybody that knows me knows how bad I am. I mean, I'm sat here now and my knees are absolutely caning me. Yeah, it was when it swapped over from DLA, weren't it?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'd applied for DLA and they wouldn't give me that. What was the name of that company that did these assessments? Atos, yeah. When Atos, there was all this controversy about Atos.
Total.
Yeah, shambles. Yeah, it was the ESA assessment I went to. They said I were capable of work. Big mistake. And because they'd made that decision about me being capable for work, they threw my DLA application out. So I appealed both. So I appealed the ESA. I got that back. And then there were all this you know, swapping over from DLA to PIPs and whatever. Yeah, and I've said exactly the same, Rido. Yeah, there is people swinging the lead, and you know, and you see pictures in paper, somebody that's supposedly disabled, and they're running marathons and going to gym classes, and you know, a fitness trainer and all this crap. But you can understand them being a bit cautious. But my my health speaks for itself. Yeah, and you see, this is another thing, Wakey, as well. I mean, I do get anxiety. I have panic attacks, and this is brought on by such as this, giving me stress. You know, and I'm thinking, well, they don't believe me. They don't believe how disabled I am. Do you think Chris would pack up work to become my full-time carer? Because I'm not steady on my legs at all. I could fall down. You know, I do as well. I wish I could run a marathon. So anyway, top and bottom of it took about how long? About 2-3 years. Um, and I'd actually applied for PIPs and got PIPs. And when we went for this, we had to go to like in a courtroom setting. There were a GP, a judge, and a lay person or something. There were three of them in. And basically, all I said to him was, well, you wouldn't give me DLA. I says, but I've applied for PIPs and got it straight away. And I'd actually took the letter with me. So they says, oh, have you? Have you got proof? And I went, here, it's letter. So basically, they says, right, that's all questions. That can you just go and wait in the waiting room, and we'll call you back in to let you know what decision we've made. So we goes out. We went out there like we'd only just had time to sit down. 2 minutes later, Usher came back and he says, you can go back in now. Sat down and he says, yes, your appeal's been successful. We've overturned the original decision. And they had to pay me like 3 years back money. So yeah, the egg was on their face, like quite literally, because they wouldn't give me the DLA in the first place. I think a lot of time they do this, that, and the other, hoping that you'll give up and won't appeal it. But I says, right, I'm going to see this through. I know I'm genuine. You know, I don't care what anybody thinks. But because I took that letter saying that I'd been awarded the highest rate of the care component of my disability, within like 2 minutes of reading this letter, it says, right, go out in waiting room and we'll make your decision. You know, we'll make a decision. And it was like in and out within about 5 minutes again. And when we went back in, they just said, right, we've made the decision. And yes, you have been unfairly, well, basically saying I'd been unfairly treated. And, you know, you shouldn't have been refused this DLA. So they're even apologising to me. You know, sorry, it's been dragged out and all this, that, and other. I can only apologise. So yeah, so that was that. But they'd reduced me ESA while I was waiting for that appeal to go through. So they had to pay me like back pay for all that. Took about a year. So yeah, so that year we had, you know, we had like back pay from the ESA what they owed me, and then when they approved this appeal for the DLA, I got that back money as well. So it was them that ended up with egg on their face, not me. So so yeah, you know, it's um, you know, it's you know, and same as I say, I mean, they've got everything, you know, me back history. I had an accident at work, And ever since then, I had to have a CT scan, MRI scan, and everything. I've got 3 eroded discs in my back, so hence the back problems. But since then, you know, I've got arthritis in both my hands. I've got arthritis in my knees, in my ankles, in my feet. You name it, I've got arthritis everywhere. And same as that. I mean, this was my response to them. I said to them, I says, well, I tell you what, you find me a job where I can sit down, but not for long, and I can stand up and sit back down. You know what I mean? You find me a job what I can do, you know, and that suits me, and I'm not, you know, and they couldn't. So, you know, that's basically it. But yeah, you know, do same as I said to Chris this morning. Let them do the worst, because I know that, you know. No, that's an ache. Okay then, Life of Reno, thank you for coming in. And thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that, and I do. When I say I appreciate it, I really do. It just gets me so agitated that I'm one of the genuine ones, and the fact that they can treat you so badly. Chris gave up work to become my full-time carer, yet they haven't sent him for an assessment. So, hiya, Brenda, how are you? Thank you for coming in.
Is it Brenda?
Yeah, Maniac Grammys.
Oh, hello, Brenda. Yeah.
So, you know, it's just a case of, you know, universal credits, get you all your ducks in a row. You know what I mean? Okay, then, thank you very much, and I appreciate you coming in, Joe. Only agitator you need is your mixer, exactly. But you see, this is the thing, you know. Same as I said, it's only causing me stress, and stress causes me to have panic attacks. Stress causes me anxiety. You know what I mean? And it all goes hand in hand. But you know, it's they don't look at it that way. They just see it in black and white from my perspective. You know, it's a case of to them it's just black and white. You know. Hi Tracy, how are you?
Hello, Tracy.
It's all right. We're just talking. We just probably Johnny's told you, talking about. I've had a letter about an assessment about this universal credit. The same as I said, if I could work, don't you think I would? You know, do we like, you know, not working, and you know, nobody likes not being able to work, but it's a fact of life that I cannot work. So anyway, we'll change subject now. Now I've had my rant. What have I been baking? Well, I've got 4 vlogs. I will be uploading one after the live stream because it's all been exported and everything. But I'm like 4 in front. So the one that's going to be uploaded tonight is a toffee apple dump cake. I've got brookies that needs editing and everything. I've done all the green screens for it. Brookies, fresh orange cake, and were it Monday? Monday I made chocolate orange mince pies. No, well, I've done 4 vlogs, 4 baking vlogs. I'm like 4. So we sort of said, right, yesterday we'll get his fingers out. Chris set the green screen up. I did yeah. So yeah. So the one that is edited today and everything is the toffee apple dump cake. hopefully that will be uploaded a little later on after the live stream, and then I might leave it a few days and get him to upload the brookies, and then probably at the beginning of next week. Hey, hiya, Ian. Is that a Ul vlog? I'm going to make a mince pie tomorrow with gravy. Not that sort of mince pie, the sweet version. I don't bank mine, I just wing my video. We see, in early days, it were me sort of sat talking and saying you do this and you do that. But then a few months ago, we decided we were going to revamp it. So now the only time you see me talking is at the beginning, because we use a green screen now, and he's got the thumbnail behind me on the green screen. And then he puts music on it, and it's sort of just, you know, me putting things in either food processor or mixing bowl, or, you know, and then basically, you know, he puts music to it and does, you know, puts things on screen. What's the green screen?
It's a screen and it's green.
It's like a backdrop, and it's called a green screen. But well, I don't understand it very much, Brenda. You'll have to ask Chris.
Basically, a green screen lets you stand in front of the green screen, and you can put pictures and videos playing in the background.
Yeah. It's like just basically a backdrop. It enables you to either, like Chris has done, he puts videos on the green screen, and he sort of just either stood there or sat there talking into the camera. Like a blue screen, only green.
I've got a blue screen actually.
Well, you've got a white one, a blue one, a green one. What did I say? White, blue, green, and black. Yeah. It's got 4 altogether. But
you need an app for that. Just download just the editing software that's got green screen capabilities.
Yeah, he said you just download the editing software that's got green screen capabilities. I mean, same as I say, it's simple, but a lot of people, I mean, I won't know how to do it, but Chris does. So basically, you see me sitting there, and he films me, and I should just say, "Hiya guys, today I'm going to be making whatever it is I'm making. I will put all the ingredients in the description." That's basically all you see me do. And the rest, you just see me hands, you know, adding the ingredients either to the bowl or the food processor. But then he puts like, explains in a thing on the thing, put sugar and butter and whiz in the food processor, so I don't have to talk. I'm so clueless. Chris, would you do a video on that?
I've got one on my channel somewhere.
Yeah, I think he did do one. It's ages ago, Brenda, where he did about the green screen. And
all depends what editing software you got.
But yeah, you know, and that's basically, you just see me at the beginning. We decided to do a revamp of the way I do my vlogs. Spill check. Yeah, if you do what it says, if you make a cake with green icing, you see, the only thing that you've got to watch, Steve, is you can't wear anything green, if you know what I mean. Or it'd look like I'd be headless horseman, if you know what I mean. You've got to choose what you're wearing wisely. It can't be anything with green. otherwise you're blended to green screen. So that's the only thing that you've got to be mindful of if you're using the green screen, is you can't wear anything green. So I mean, it don't affect the cake or the green icing or anything, because that bit's not done on the green screen. It's just the beginning of it. I'm sure Ian Matthews has got ultrasonic hearing. He's put, somebody say cake. But I have direct something for app I just started using. It's pretty complicated. You see, Pixie does my editing for me, so he uses, what is it you use? Filmora, whatever. But yeah, it's. I mean, I think that green screen, because it's got stands and everything, and it's like a clothesline, I call it, but it's like two things either side with a bar going over, and you just throw the green screen over the top. You know, it's pretty simple, really. Film Nora Batty. So yeah, it's quite simple, you know, the actual green screen, but I haven't got the first clue as regards editing, etc., because Pixie does my editing for me. So it's trying to press gang me into to learn how to edit. So basically, he does the bit at the beginning. He puts the background behind me. Hiya, Keith. How are you? It's not a paid version. It's one of these. It's not what you know. It's who you know. That's all I'm willing to say. So yeah. But yeah, that's only the part that the green screen plays, is when I'm introducing what I'm making. The rest of it is like just me either using my food processor or my hand mixer or whatever, and on the screen it puts, you know, beat butter and sugar till it's light and fluffy, and then we go on to the next bit, and you know what I mean. It's the green screen don't affect what I'm cooking. Same as I say, the only thing you have to be a bit wary of is make sure that you're not wearing anything green. Otherwise, you look, you know, like there's just your head there, if you know what I mean. So, you know, anything else, you can wear anything else other than something that's green. So yeah. And what I always do, we always puts like the music when I'm making the thing. So it gets it off this website, and I always put the, you know, where the music's from and who it's by and everything, so it gives credit to them, whoever it is, whoever's music it is. So and then basically in the description I put all the ingredients in. Does it have a CD to set it up? I don't think so. I don't know. No.
CDs are out at window.
So yeah, same as I say, the first bit where I'm introducing what I'm making is the only time that we use the green screen. Well, I do anyway. So, and all he does is project the thumbnail that I've made for it behind me, so it shows you what I'm making, and then basically all you see is my hands. So you know, it's a case of I'm showing people how to make whatever it is I'm making, but I also put all the ingredients and the you know, how to make it in the description as well. So but we have noticed that since we've been using the green screen and I'm not talking through it, it's cut the vlog time down by over a half, hasn't it? And same as I said to Chris, the good thing about it is if you're doing like 10 or more minutes vlog, after about first 5 whatever minutes, some people get fed up and they turn it off. Oh, he's picked the winner for second year's. Ian says he uses Windows Movie Maker. So, yeah. So, apprentice.
Oh, right, I got you.
But same as I say, it's cut the vlogs down. Mine was sort of between 8 and 10 minutes, the old way. But now we've got it down to about 3.
Between 3 and
Yeah,
5 minutes.
yeah, between 3 and 5 minutes, which is a great improvement on what it were before. So, hold and slow. Johnny says he uses 2 cans and some string. But yeah, so the end product is like between, same as Chris says, between 2 and 5 minutes, which it keeps folks' attention span, if you know what I mean. So yeah, so there will be another one. It will be sort of uploaded after this is finished. So you know, I've got 4 in front. So the next one will be the Brookies, which may be done by the weekend. If Chris hadn't thrown this laptop out through the window and into the garden, so but it was pulling his hair out, the one that is sort of uploaded today. Since I moved to Windows 10, mine has sped up something wicked, nearly as fast as film Nora, Ian. But yeah, the problem that Chris were having, it weren't responding and it kept crashing.
So basically, it's because we watched all them videos at once and it took about
yeah.
That's why it's brought down.
Well, you
so once
they uploaded.
Here, I'm going to delete that vlog I've done today because we've already done it, haven't we?
But you see, the thing is, we've sort of like my old baking thumbnails, and we've tried to free up as much space as possible, like old pictures, old thumbnails and old videos and everything. We've tried to delete off as much as possible because that's what's clogging it up. But same as Chris says, because he's put all 4 of the vlogs onto the laptop, it sort of probably took, you know, the space that we've made, it's probably took that up and a bit more. So it were, you know what I mean? It's probably, you know, we've probably deleted some stuff, but we've probably put more on than we took off, if you know what I mean.
Why is it echoing? Oh, is it because I'm shouting like that?
He's over there. Gordon, that is what I have, is Power Direct. I find it hard. Well, you see, we had this discussion the other week, and Chris, he's tried all different sorts of editing software, but he's always gone back to that Film Nora or whatever it's called, because that's the one that he knows best, if you know what I mean. He's tried Da Vinci, whatever. Doesn't sound good having thumbnails in baking. Oh dear, Steve, don't start. I'm on about the thumbnails that I make for my baking vlogs. Yeah, I know. You see, Chris is Sony Vegas and Da Vinci Resolve or something, and he couldn't get on with either of them. Tastes better than fingernails. Oh dear. Yeah. But Adobe Prem.
I don't use that one.
But you see, same as I said the other week, it's what you get used to. You know what I mean? It's finding the right editing software that suits you. I mean, it could be, Abacus sort of thing with me, and I'd still not get it. You know what I mean? But it's what you're used to. Chris has always, been used to film Nora, and then they were charging him £80 a year. The same as Chris says. No, he says, I'm not going to pay. Normally you'd pay 80 quid and that would be it. The initial payment, the initial outlay.
So £40 a year or £80 for life.
Yeah.
But when I was doing it, they were only doing it without paying for it. It was only like monthly. They didn't have the lifetime option.
Yeah. So some as I say, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And this guy gave him his password, and he don't have to pay for it. So this is what I'm saying. It's not what you know, it's who you know. So basically, it tried to go for the free editing software, but it couldn't get on. I use Film or a free Pixie, but it's a case of it's what you're used to at the end of the day. Same as I say, it'd have to be simple for me to get hang of it, because I'm clueless when it comes to editing. Yeah, but you have the watermark on it. You just have to turn the net off when using it.
Oh,
but same as I say, I mean, it's it's just what you're used to, I mean, let's put it this way: if Chris didn't do my editing for me, I'd just be sat there and saying, "Well, you do this, you do that," and there wouldn't be no editing in it, if you know what I mean. But obviously, Chris is my editor and director, I might add. And he put a video up yesterday. What I'm going to be doing in 2020, and we were absolutely rolling about. And he says, "Well, I come." He says, "You can sit in front at green screen." He says, "You've just done 4 on trot." He says, "and not gone wrong." He says, "I sit in front at green screen." He says, "and I've done 2 bloopers already." You know what I mean? He says, "What am I doing wrong?" I says, "Well, I don't know." You know what I mean? I just sit there, I say what I've got to say, and job done. You know what I mean? Is it okay to post a link for a YouTube channel for Homestead to help them? Yeah, that's fine. That's basically what we're here for, Gordo. Anybody who wants help, we're here to help. You know what I mean? We've got Richard. So yeah, so that with the problem that we had, same as I say, I sat down, and with me having 4 vlogs in front, I just sat down. Today I'm going to be making such and such. Ingredients will be in the description. Today, you know what I mean? And I would just think, and he says, "Well, I come." He says, "You've sat there and done 4." He says, "and I'm just trying to do the 1." He says, "and I'm getting all kerfuffled, and what were it? What did you say wrong? Extended, and it expanded, and he meant extended." So it's a case of with camels.
We're start picking on me again.
Yeah. So
Caliban here is here.
I'll see my bad jokes.
No, don't get
it says I don't know anybody called Brian.
Oh, Bracy.
Brain is AI and Brian is IA. Hiya, Crags. How are you?
It's a bit swollen, mate.
Yeah, it's still a bit puffed up Craig's
Is Wacky in?
yeah.
Wacky, rise and shine.
So yeah, I mean, if Brenda's still in, I mean, you know, there's I don't know whether it's specifically for Brenda or
Yeah, for Brenda, that's pretty good.
yeah, got to go. Ubby just came in here, starving, nice live stream. Thank you very much, Brenda. So as I say, I appreciate you coming in, and so as I say, if you want any tips or whatever, you know, just message me or message Chris, or you know.
Then I'll pass this on.
It explains things in a simple, easy way to understand. So there you go. There's a link there, Brenda. So if you know, if you're finding it hard to understand things, Wakey says, "Hey up, Callum."
Hello, Wacky. We woken up yet?
Don't start. I had enough of that other day. Yeah, well, they're not even jokes.
They are jokes.
But yeah, same as I say, they got if you see the problem with Chris is if he does one thing, he gets kerfuffled and it like, you know, he loses his mojo, if you know what I mean.
Over little things.
Well, it's okay then, Brenda. Thank you for coming in. But yeah, you know, once he says something wrong, it sort of it puts him off kilter a little bit. Whereas, you know, I mean, like I did 4, but in the last one, I don't know what I was sort of. It was like I don't like I was a bit hesitant. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, nah, what's this? You know what I mean? I've got to write everything down in order that it's sort of being published and whatever.
Of course, I can tell Steve.
And it's you know, I were a bit hesitant because I thought, nah, have I got this one right? Or, you know what I mean? Because I'd like done 4 on trot.
I'm trying to tell the.
Yeah. Steve says hi, Callum.
Hello, Steve. I'm trying to tell the pictures about. I can't see them.
Oh, what? Yeah, that one's a Christmas tree and that's a ghost. No, oh, it's a snowman. I thought it were a ghost.
I can see blue. So my eyes.
Bear says to a rabbit, does shit stick to your fur? Rabbit says no, so the bear picks him up and wipes his off. I heard that one's an old one.
So you've got more jokes now again.
I know, yeah. That one's an old one. It's as old as hills. I'll see him on in then.
See when you got flea on your neck.
I am.
Here, I've just seen it.
That's
like this side.
Oh.
I've just seen it.
Yeah, go to bed.
Like on your left side.
So anyway, same as I say, oldie bit of goodie. Yeah, I'm due to get one as well, Keith. I've just reached me threshold, so I'm waiting for it to land in my bank account. And that's my second this year. So yeah. Chris didn't quite reach his threshold, so I'm the only one out of the 2 of us that's got paid again. My missus wants a cat for Christmas. Normally I do a turkey, but hey, if it makes her, oh, Gordon Bennett. Pardon the pun, Gordon. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know why, because the AdSense changes on the 11th. He will get his next month. Yeah, probably. So to say, Chris were, you know, yeah, he's on. Well, he were on £47. So, but mine last time the thing marked what we're at £51. So all I needed were like £9 something. So it's just took me just over like £61. So you know, I'm just waiting for it to land in my bank basically.
Good night, everybody.
He says, have you been reading Bob Moncas's joke book again?
It's comes straight out my brain.
No, we're not talking to you.
I thought it was
We're
about
talking to what? Talking to Wakey.
Don't be the matter the island of your joke.
Cover to cover. So yes, so it'd be nice sort of if mine sort of comes at the weekend, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I mean, not bad to say. I've only been doing YouTube 2 years, and this is my second payment. So you know, it's I'm not doing too badly. I'm sweating like one now. I don't know whether it's absolutely piddling it down here. I don't know whether it is where you are. Absolutely banging it down. He's put low gold out. So is it raining where you are?
No, I'm dry, thank you.
I know you, Gordon Bennett. Don't you start as well? Yeah, Johnny says it's hammering it down. So as I say, you can always like hear it because obviously where Chris is sat is like. So yeah, I mean, Chris went out this morning with his mate with a camera and whatever, and he took some cracking shots, and that were like it were freezing and it were foggy, and you know what I mean. So and I think fog's gone now, and it's just been replaced by rain.
Oh, we want nice snow.
Johnny says dog were out about 40 seconds.
Where's well, back in again?
I can't say as I blame it. All three of our cats is in. They take Chris will open door. They take a look out and think, "Sod that for a game of monkeys. I ain't going out in that lot." Did you see the link? Yeah, I thought it were a link for Brenda. Yeah, Jaguar Media. I think Chris will check that out.
Yeah, post it again. No, can't be asked to scroll up.
But yeah, you know, I mean, some as I say, we've got 3 cats, and they just look. They sort of make the effort to go to the door, but they just sit there looking. Chris always says to them, "Well, you must think I've dropped off a Christmas tree." He says, "If you think I'm sitting here with door open for you, and all you want to do is just look at." Oh, Wakey's bought an Xbox 360 today.
Hey.
Well, you see,
hearts rate. Crazy.
Blown back in, he's only tiny, lol. He's got a pumpkin outfit on, keeping him warm. Oh dear, he has a mega trim. I told him Keena was the elves. but yeah, our cats is, you know, I'll just sit here and look at, but you know, they think they've got Chris for a mug because his computer table is in the corner. So yeah, so they think they've got him for mug that he's going to sit there, keep opening doors, so just so they can look at. So oh God. I made a right pig's ear the other day. I told you I went for my B12 injection last week, and she tried getting blood out of me, and she couldn't. She had 5 attempts. So I could have swore blind, she says to me, "Come back Tuesday." So, like a plank, me and Chris rush up to doctor's on Tuesday. He goes to thing, you know, receptionist desk, because we've got one of these self-checking things, but it's never working. I do pig's ears for now. Oh.
Dude.
But anyway, Chris goes up to reception desk and he says, "Jeanette Pickering, she's come for a blood test with, you know, name it nurse and whatever." So she's looking, and he turns around and he says, It's not today, it's Thursday. I says, hang on a minute, I'll just check my phone, because they always send us like a text message through, you've got a booked appointment on such and such a date. And I looked, and it did say Thursday, actually.
Nah.
So we've rushed about like blue horse flies to get up to doctors for 10:30, and I'd gone on totally wrong day. So it weren't Tuesday, it was Thursday. But then I get a phone call this afternoon. We're going to have to reschedule your blood test tomorrow as nurse is off poorly. So I says, yeah, that's fine. She wanted me to go Christmas Eve, and I says, no offence, Duck. I says, but I'm going to be mega busy in run up to Christmas. I says, so she said, I think it were Friday after Christmas, 27th, I think I've got to go. So like she's rescheduled that, and it's been like BT hotline here today. You find that nobody rings from 1 month to next, and then all of a sudden everybody and his mother are ringing.
We did actually.
Yes, we did. We actually went straight from doctors down to Asda. So yes, we did. We went to Asda straight from doctors. And then, some as I say, this mass, it's multi-agency summit or other, I don't know what it stands for. They rung up this afternoon. They're coming on, I think, 13th of January, something like that.
Here, then?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, they come out and see you. I have to go to Pinderfields for a follow-up on Xmas Eve.
Pinderfields for what?
No idea.
I'll get some whiskey on Saturday.
Yes, Chris will have some whiskey Saturday.
Get a coffee.
Tried feeding sprats.
What?
Ah.
What's a dog?
Pig's ears. He says he does pig's ears for it. Oh, he's got to go to hospital. So. Oh, Pets at Home do a big tub for £12. My dogs love them. Mm. Well, sprats is fish, aren't they? Little fish. Oh.
I forgot it's not Saturday.
So yeah. Yeah, he'll have a bottle by Saturday. But I've seen an advert, because I says to him, I says, well, it's either whiskey or vodka. You're not having both. We always get a bottle, he has whatever he wants. I'm having, what is it? It's Asda's own, like, Malibu. Tastes coconutty, and it's got rum and whatever in it. Well, don't you mean it? If I'd have got paid today, you'd have been paid.
No, I said it right, because yours money's mine and mine's mine.
Yeah. You keep believing that, dear.
That's all right. That's why we were your cards about.
It says I don't go to pet shops. I ain't that rich. Yes, it's like it's coconut and rum. It's like cheap version of Malibu. Malibu's, the dearer version. Karate in. So yeah. So normally I'd get a bottle of Taboo, because I like it. That's one of my favourites. But when I seen this, and it's called Coconut Bay or something, obviously they can't call it Malibu because it is like copyrighted or whatever. So they call it Coconut Bay or something to that effect. And I said to Chris, I says, basically, I says it's like a knockoff version of Malibu, but it's Asda's own mech. So I says, that'll do me. Oh, yeah. Well, you see, I mean, Johnny says you've been waiting. They've been back and forth for about 2 or 3 years. It's when you've got a debilitating illness such as you and it's your back, you'd think they get the finger out and treat it as an emergency. But yeah, so the doctor's actually rang up, and the nurse that's got to do this blood test is actually sick. So they rang me to say, oh, we've got to cancel the appointment. So they've made it for 27th, I think it is now. Should have called it Belima. So the one that gives you the runs. I don't know. So as I say, all I know is it's Asda's knockoff version of Malibu, and it's rum and coconut. So, you know. A tin of tuna lasts for about 30 seconds. Oh dear, can you imagine our cats?
What?
Giving them tuna? No, I bet they'd love it. Tuna's fish.
Yeah, no, but they don't like it, do they?
No. Well, they've no, you know, we've never been that rich that we can afford to feed cats tuna. So
Terrible.
yeah. So same as I say, I'd got mixed up. I thought it was Tuesday, and I'd totally ballsed up, and it was tomorrow. But then she rings up yesterday, this afternoon, and says, "Sorry, I'm going to have to cancel your appointment. The nurse is off sick." So I says, "Right, fair enough. It's not sort of urgent or anything, but this is, you know, this is what makes me laugh. You know, when doctors treat anything as urgent." Don't ever feed your dog the hide treats. They have glue in them. It says don't never give your dogs them hide treats because they have glue in them.
Oh.
Oh. So Wakey says whatever I cook, I make extra, and she has some. But you know, it's same as I say. Plus another thing is we don't buy tuna or salmon because there's only me that likes it. So I can't see point in it going to waste if there's only me that likes it. So that's another reason why we don't, you know, they don't have tuna rope like that. It's because I don't buy it because it's a waste of time. They only go to waste anyway. So, oh God, favourites curry and chips. I bet you know about it next morning, Wakey. Oh, I wouldn't like to be. I'll send her a dog next morning. Yeah. I mean, our Lucy doesn't have curry, but boy, can she fart. I mean, Chris ain't got a sense of smell, but she sort of like started going upstairs with us when we come, and we had to sit on top step, you know, stroking her and everything. So I sat there and I says, God Almighty, I says, I reckon our Lucy's farted. And so anyway, I says, right, I says, on that note, I says, I'm getting up, I'm going to the toilet. I says, I'll leave you with smell. So she goes to Chris, and he says, God, Lucy, he says, I ain't got a sense of smell. He says, but I can smell that. And he was stood there going like this at the top of the stairs. And he says, I can such a smell come out a little off like what she's got. I'm not kidding you. She could drop the atom bomb. You know what I mean? She, oh God. Some as I say, I have never known. She's smallest at 3 cats. And God, when she farts, it's you know, it's a case of gas mask at the ready. Oh dear. My dog knows when it's tea time. He's right at the table where Keena sits and what she drops. But you see, this is funny thing, Tracy. Lucy, who I've just been talking about, I don't know whether like she's a man's cat or what, but she never wants anything to do with me. But you know, when it comes to Sunday dinner, because she knows Callum and Chris won't leave anything, and she knows I'm only one that's likely to leave anything, she sits there and she's like looking at me like this with like puppy dog eyes, as if to say, come on, mum, you know, leave me something. But you know, she knows I'm the only one that's likely to save her any or leave any. So she sits there looking at me with these puppy dog eyes, knowing that, and she don't want to know me any other time. You know, she don't want to know me any other time. So, but she'll eat chips and all sorts, not she, Lucy? I say.
Mm.
Oh, Lucy eats chips and all sorts. I've never.
Oh, yeah.
Cheese. She likes cheese. I've never known a cat eat chips or cheese.
I should have dipped it in that. You're more vinegar on that chip, please.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. When we have a Sunday dinner, obviously you've got mashed potato, we have roast potatoes, either chicken or pork, vegetables, Yorkshire pudding, and let's say, for instance, I leave one piece of meat and I leave a bit of mashed potatoes. She licks gravy first. Yeah, Steve says this cat used to love cheese. She starts off, she licks all the gravy. That's first on the agenda. And I sit there like a fart, cutting meat up so it's like bite-sized morsels. So first of all, she licks the gravy. And you think she'd go straight for meat, wouldn't you? But no, she licks all round mashed potato, she licks all round vegetables, and she eats vegetables and she eats mashed potatoes as well. But if she sees sort of tucker coming on the horizon, she'll go for meat. You know what I mean? She thinks, well, I'm having that, you're not having that. You know, I'm saving that till last. I'm saving best till last. But if she sees tucker running over, she'll go for meat. But yeah, she loves vegetables, gravy, mashed potato. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can just imagine. Let's say, for instance, we've seen a mouse in Kitchener Road. Chris would say, I'll put some mouse traps down. It'd come down next morning and all cheese had been gone off at mouse traps and no mouses in traps. Oh dear. But yeah, I've never known a cat like cheese. Never. But there's no wonder she's always farting with stuff she eats. Chips, gravy, vegetables, mashed potato, you name it. You know what I mean? I've never known. I mean, yeah, you can understand it, a dog eating it, but not a cat. So yeah. But mind you, I think they broke mold when they made our Lucy. She's sort of next to oldish, but she's tiniest little thing, you know what I mean? And you say boo and she jumps a mile or runs a mile, or you know, she's very, very timid. I can believe that, Wakey. It says bloody squirrel nicked my mouth, chopped cheese and all. Oh dear. Oh dear, I'd love to have seen that. Where's my bloody mouse trap gone? you see squirrel running in into sunset with this mouse trap in it. Oh dear. Yeah, but I've never I never knew that a cat would eat cheese. You know what I mean? That's like. But having said that, I mean I've not been around cats until I met Chris. Now, Chris has had cats all his life. He's just spat at me. Go like that.
I know she eats all the pizza, never mind the cheese.
Yeah, she don't just eat the cheese. She eats the whole damn thing, crusts and all. Oh dear, pedigree. It's a pound in pound shop. But you see, we used to get, because we give them like treat biscuits, cats. They did a massive bag in pound stretcher. Was it about £2 or £3? But they used to last.
£3, I think.
Yeah, they used to last like 2 months. But I think they got that used to them that they were leaving them, so we don't bother buying them now. You know what I mean? And well, that is strange. That is.
It's not a big comment section in the YouTube studio.
Right. Let me just explain to people. Chris did the pictures earlier on, and he uploaded it to YouTube. Now I always watch and I comment. So I watched his video and I commented on it. So then Chris says to me, well, I can't see, that you've commented. And I commented on nearly every one. So I says, tell you what, I says, I'll watch it again and I'll comment again. Now I says, come over here. I says, you can watch me. So I watched it again. I commented and I shown it Chris. I went, there you are, look, there's my comment. You've seen me comment. And it's disappeared again.
It's even on your bell notification when you drop down and
you
see comments or whatever. Well, it's even on that. I can see what you said.
Yeah.
And I go to click on it to reply to it, and it just vanishes.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going off there, but I've watched it and commented twice, and it says it's not there. But it's come through on the notifications that I've commented and what I've commented. But it's not showing up actually on the video, so I don't know. So it's befuddled us, that one, as we don't know why. I've watched it and commented twice. So where it's going into Big Blue yonder, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, he's had the notification and he's seen the comment because it's come through on his notifications, but it's not showing up on the video that he did. So same as I say, I don't know. I don't know what's going off. Same as I say, and I've shown it. Chris says, "Come over here while I
And I'm not banned you yet.
What, and just watch me leave this comment." My ma and pa spoiler with pork chops or steak. She's living life O'Reilly, isn't she? No, his dog says his ma and pa give her pork chops or steak. So yeah, so we don't know what's going off with that. I've watched it and I've commented twice, and they're not showing up.
2019.
So we don't know what's going off there. Honestly, we don't know. She's better than I do.
What's dog got fit in a steak? What's got egg and chips?
Or sausages. But yeah, I mean that's sort of, yeah. He comments on, like, when I do the live streams, like cracking live stream, Mrs. P. This comes up on mine, all right. And up until today, we've not had no problem with my comments coming up. So why? I don't know. As I say, I don't know why it's not showing up. I've commented twice and watched it twice. So I don't know. I don't know what's time with Gramps. I wonder who that is.
Huh?
I wonder who time with Gramps is.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't know what's going off there. I don't. Same as I say, he hasn't banned me or anything. So because it let me comment, it's just that they're disappearing. So we don't know what's going off there.
No.
So yeah. So we don't know. Yeah, this my new streaming channel. But it's all right, Keith. We're just on about his video that is posted today. I've watched it twice and I've commented twice, and for some reason it just keeps disappearing. Yeah, well, you see, this is it, Steve. It's check spam and everything, and they're nowhere. Yeah, you know, like how you sometimes get a notification, so and so's commented. It's come up in his notifications, but it's not actually in the comment section. And he's tried looking in spam folder, and he's basically looked everywhere for it. So it's there, but it's not, if you know what I mean.
Already looked in spam.
Yeah. So we don't know what's going off, but because he actually saw it himself. I says to him, I says, yeah, look, I've watched it again, I've commented, and I've shown him that I'd commented. So, and he says it still ain't come up, so I don't know. No, I used my phone. I watched it on my phone. So I did.
Always watch it on your phone, don't you?
Yeah.
10 times.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 times I watch it on my phone anyway. But no, I didn't. I won't use it PC or anything. But something to say, and it's never ever done it before. Phone.
Yeah. You don't pick tolerances, you must be trapped as I was stumbled in bed and nice and warm.
You see, that's come through on his notifications. The actual comment has come through on his notifications,
Don't click on
but
it.
it's not in the comment section.
Yeah,
I mean, everybody else's is there except mine.
Yeah, it'll turn up.
So this is what we can't understand. I told him about. He says, "Hey, you watch me thing," and I says, "Yeah, you know I have, because you heard music." He says, "Well, I can't see a comment from you." I says, "Well, I can assure you, I've watched it and I've commented." So I says, "I tell you what, I'll go watch it again. I'll comment, but stand there while I do it." I says, "And then I can prove to you that I've watched it and I've commented." And he did. And I went, "Here, look, there's my comment," and it was there, but then it's disappeared again. So it's it's never happened before. Is you'll have to unsub from me and resub and see if that sorts it out.
If I do that, I might not be.
Oh well. Does this face look bothered?
Unsubscribe, there you go. Unsub from you.
Froze? Who froze?
There you go for a second. Sorry.
Oh.
Well, put a quit on then.
I don't know about freezing. I'm sweating conkers.
Back on again.
Oh.
I should be love all notifications.
So yeah, same as I say. Don't know what's going on. Don't know what's going off. I froze again.
No, you're right.
Yeah, our Pixie's channel has subscribed to you. I have.
Again.
I froze.
Haven't.
Well, it's froze on here.
Refresh it then.
How can you barking orders?
Well, I can still see you.
Probably Tinternet.
Internet crap.
Probably Tinternet on Blink again.
Yeah, it's always a bloody big blink. It's
Well, can you remember it going off other night?
Yeah, it sort of went dead. That was Monday. Monday live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, like internet just cut off altogether.
It's just buffering now.
No. Oh.
Oh. Well, not on my end, it isn't. On YouTube, it is.
Yeah,
so
not on your end. No, it's never been on.
It's not on StreamYards. It's just YouTube. There you go. That's YouTube for you. So we're back.
Right.
Freezing fog will have got into the exchange probably, and it's froze again.
All right, here.
Oh, I don't know. Same as I say. Yeah, Keith says it's buffering on his end. Well, same as I say, Keith, I've refreshed it and everything, so it should be okay now.
Not buffered once.
Chris says it's not buffered once, so I don't know. Oh no, it hasn't. Oh dear. He says, Steve says, Eagle VP sounds painful. I'm not saying anything. It might get me into trouble. Yeah, he says it's okay now. Yeah, it's either what it's weather or crap internet, or 3, it's both of the above. So yeah, it's well, when I say back to normal, we're never normal, are we? If you know what I mean. So yeah, Callum bought his Christmas cake home Monday, so he's got that. It broke up yesterday, so he's he got. What are you doing?
In the basket.
Is he breaking everything?
Wrecking joint.
He's talking about Tucker.
Tucker the little ducker.
He's one of these that needs your attention, and
yeah. Not kidding.
So yes, Callum made his Christmas cake. He bought that home Monday. He's broke up from college now, so he broke up yesterday. Chris went out filming this morning. They were up at 5:30. So he says to our Callum, he said, "Oh, that Rick." Callum came down and he says, "Next time you go out filming or photographing or whatever," he says, "I might come with you." So Chris says, "Well, next time I go out, it might be Saturday morning." He says, "Brick will be very early." So our Callum sat there and he went, "How early is very early?" He says, "Well, I were up at 5:30 this morning." So I think Callum's changed his mind. I don't think he wants to get up that early. As much as he wants to go out with his dad, taking photographs and everything, I don't think he wants to get up at that time in the morning.
He says it's his day off.
Yeah. Okay then, Keith. I'll see you later. Thank you for coming in. So yeah, I don't think he's prepared to get up at that time in the morning just to go out taking pictures and whatever. I think Callum's idea of getting up early is about 10 o'clock. You know, there's no 5:30 in Callum's vocabulary, if you know what I mean. Every day is my day off. So yeah, he changed his mind when Chris says, "Oh well, we'll be going out early, and I'll be going up at 5:30." And you know, no, I don't think I'll bother then. Oh dear. So as I say, you know, he likes to have his lying, and Callum's Callum's idea of early is about 10 o'clock. So
At night.
yeah, at night. He don't do early. So mind you, used to when they were at
That's only because he didn't have a choice.
when they were at school, and when we moved here, because he used to catch about 7:15 bus, didn't he? 7:15 bus. So we were up at 6 o'clock. So he used to get up at 6, you know, have breakfast and have a bath and everything. And he'd be going out through the door sort of just after 7 o'clock. So, you know. It says I've just had a notification that you're live. Well, better late than never.
Nearly 2 hours late.
I was going to say, I've been going nearly 2 hours. Oh dear, it's a joke, really, isn't it?
It's Christmas, isn't it? That's what it is. It's delayed.
Oh yeah. Oh dear, it is. It's a joke. But you see, this is what makes me laugh and all. They send me notification that I'm live. You know, no shit, Sherlock. It notifying me that I'm live.
Don't send it to no bugger else.
No, it don't send it to anybody else. It notifies me that I'm live. Yeah, I know that.
You know what? I've not had an email off you saying they've gone live.
Haven't you? Probably blocked me then. Oh dear. But yeah, it's I think since they did away with Google Hangouts, it's all gone to pot. To be quite honest with you.
They've only got 20 hours. Well, they've got
20 hours.
20 hours on StreamYard. Yeah, so
And then
you'll have about an hour left after tonight.
yeah, so Friday I'm going to have to go live on my phone.
No, just go live on YouTube.
Yeah, or either that or go live through YouTube.
Yeah.
But this StreamYards, they only allow you 20 hours a month. Well, if you're like me and you go live 3 days a week, it soon mounts up. So
what do you use?
Oh, little one woke up and she's gone back to sleep now. Oh dear. So yeah. That's why I sort of limit the live streams to 2 hours, because when you think I'm going live 3 times a week, 2 hours a time, that's 6 hours a week. So in actual fact, that works out at 24 hours a month. So I'm like, going to be 4 hours over me limit. So it resets. I think it's at 26, which is obviously Boxing Day. It resets itself, and then you've got another 20 hours. So you know, it's a case of on that same day every month it resets, and you get another 20 hours. So, but they keep saying, oh, you know, you've nearly reached your 20 hours. But I mean, it never mentioned it.
Hey, part-time, is it?
Hi, Thomas, how are you?
I don't crash to me.
So, yeah, you know, it's never mentioned it before. But I think there's that many people since they did away with Google Hangouts using this StreamYard that are thinking, you know, we'll limit them as to how much they can stream, and then they're going to pay for it. So, you know, it's they're jumping on the bandwagon, let's say. So it's probably only just finished work. Have you ever thought?
That's not the excuse.
So you know, just because you don't work, it don't mean to say anybody else
I
doesn't.
stick it up for your boyfriend.
I'm just saying. So yeah. So sort of now, you know, there's like I think it's like $20 a month, something like that, and then there's like a one that's a bit more expensive. But there you go. It says I've just got in from work.
Hey, tell us anything.
So yeah, the paid version is you supposedly don't get a limitation on how many hours you can stream. It does away with that where it says it top corner powered by StreamYard, so you don't get that either. But it's like on it's a lot, £20 a month. I mean, I don't know how much it converts to in pounds, but to me,
Is that 120 quid a year?
I don't know.
25 months.
That's this 12 months, so that's if it's $20, that's like $200.
Double, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
240.
So yeah. So it's like that you convert $240 into pounds sterling. It's quite expensive, but they're doing it on like a month-to-month basis. So hi Vanessa, how are you? Thank you for joining me. I'll not be too long before I'm closing it down. So as I say, with this 20 hours, I'm sort of nearly at my limit, so I don't want to sort of, you know, go over it or whatever. So if I sort of go all of a sudden, like they cut, you know, StreamYards, and I've got to my limit. Oh dear, it's nothing but subtle. £20 a month, that's like 9.5 kilos. But yeah, you know, it's a case of, well, if you want to use it and you want to do more than 20 hours, you're going to have to pay for it, so to speak. I read today that one of the youngest YouTubers is aged 8 and earns £26 million.
Yeah, don't you mean his mum and dad does?
Well, some as I say, I wish I could earn £26, let alone a million. So, but you see, this is what makes me laugh as well. You know, me and Chris are both monetized, and they always play adverts before and after you know, whatever it is you're downloading. And this woman comes on and she sells on Amazon Marketplace or Amazon something or other. Yeah, that's per month. It's $20, I think, per month. But then you can do like a premium one, and that's like $39 a month. But anyway, on this advert, it's this woman, and she's saying, yeah, I started off, blah blah blah. I can go. I see you later, Steve. Thank you for coming in. So, and then she starts off by saying, 18 months ago, I started selling on Amazon. I built business up over 18 months and I sold it for $1 million after 18 months. And then she says that for the small fee of $4.95, you can have, you know, I can send you this booklet and share my tips and ideas and everything. Oh, now you can do the same. But you know, it's laughable, really. You think how many people have probably bought that book with the intention to thinking, oh, I can sort of open a business on Amazon. I can sell stuff on Amazon. You know, it's as easy as within 18 months, I'm going to be getting a check for $1 million. You know, it's not all black and white and not as simple as that. So, you know what I mean? But you think if she's selling these how-to booklets, or you know what I mean, it don't matter how many people say exactly the same thing, and if you buy this book, I'll explain how I did it. One person's not the same as the next. And because she made £1 million after 18 months, it doesn't mean to say everybody else is.
Wakey's good.
Okay, then. See you later, Wakey. Thank you for coming in. You know what I mean? It's all right saying for just, you know, £4.95, and she like sugarcoats it and saying, oh, I only work 6 hours a week. I can afford holidays like this, and I can afford to stay at home and, you know, be with my kids and whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's exactly what I said to Chris Thomas. I says, the way she's, you know, she's pulling it over, you know, if it were that easy, don't you think everybody would be doing it? You know, it's not just as easy. It's just another like marketing gimmick for you to spend £4.95 on one of these manuals and make her more money. Hiya, Jeff, how are you? But yeah, you know, it's just another money-making thing where, you know, for just £4.95, I'll share my tips with you. You know, it's like she's doing them a favour, but when all said and done, you know, same as Thomas says, if it were that easy, everybody would be doing it. Oh dear. I'm writing a book called Doing It the Pixies Way. Everyone buy it, I get rich, and there will be no words in the book. That's it. Yeah, exactly, Vanessa. She says, I know the secret to winning any lottery game in the world. Send me $1 and I will give you the same identical secret. Yeah. That's it. That's it. And I said exactly the same. You know, she makes it sound so easy that, you know, just $4.95, I'll share my secrets with you. So, you know, it's you know, but this is how this, you know, when they try to sell you something, that's how they get you. You know what I mean? In 18 months, I got a check for $1 million. You know, for the small price of $4.95, I'll share these secrets with you. Yeah, right. Like you're gonna do that. So you know, and same as I said to Chris, I says, she must think that, you know, everybody's stupid and that they, you know, they're gonna, oh, quick, I'll buy that. So you know what I mean? It's just a case of it's all right for anybody can stand there and say that, you know. In 18 months, I sold my company for $1 million, and I got a check for $1 million. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? And it's like there's that many people on Amazon in itself selling exactly the same thing. So, you know, it's a case of, you can't tell me that somebody's going to pick up on your product over everybody else's. You know, and Amazon is a big concern. And she says she pays what were it, $40 a month to Amazon, and they do everything for her. So in actual fact, she's not doing damn all. You know what I mean? She's not doing damn all. She's paying Amazon to do it for her. So it's ridiculous, really. So you know, it's but same as I said, if she's got £1 million in bank, she can afford to say to Amazon, well, here you are, here's $40 every month. You do what you've got to do, and I'll just sit here with, you know, sort of rubbing my hands together because you're making me money. I will be selling handmade. But you see, this is it. You know, she's paying them to do a work for her. She ain't actually, you know, getting her hands dirty. They're doing it on her behalf, $40 a month. So she's not actually doing anything except sat there with rubbing her hands together because she's raking money in. So you know, so right, I'm going to get off. I know I've got 10 people in. I've been on 2 hours. I don't want to sort of stay on too long. Plus, I've got to upload my next baking vlog, so I've got to do that. So most likely big giveaway more. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna turn it off now, and I will see you all again Friday. I don't know whether it can be on StreamYard because I'm almost reached my 20-hour limit, so I might probably just be live either on YouTube or on my phone. So I'll see you all on Friday, guys, and it's been lovely having everyone in. So I thank you very much, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye.